It started with a reservation I didn't want to make. The hotel was old, isolated, and tucked away on a side street that almost no one used. Its neon sign flickered, casting a pale glow on the cracked pavement outside. The receptionist barely looked at me when I checked in, and when I asked about certain rooms, she simply shook her head and said, "Some rooms aren't rented anymore." Curiosity got the better of me, and I didn't think much of it. I was tired from traveling. I just wanted to sleep. I was given a key to room 217. The hallways smelled of old carpet and something metallic, like rust or blood. The air was heavy, as if it hadn't been circulated in decades. Every step I took echoed unnaturally down the long corridor. When I opened the door to room 217, the air inside hit me immediately. Cold, stale, heavy, it smelled faintly of decay. The room looked normal at first, a bed, a small dresser, a TV. But the walls had scratches, deep, jagged, and barely noticeable at first glance. I set my bag down and sat on the bed. That's when I noticed it. The mirror on the wall reflected more than it should. At first, I thought it was just my imagination, but then I saw it. A figure standing behind me, just a shadow. Tall, thin, motionless. I spun around. Nothing. The room was empty. I laughed nervously and tried to ignore it. After all, old hotels have strange reflections and flickering lights. The first night was restless. I kept waking up to creaks in the floorboards and the faint sound of whispers. I told myself it was just the building settling. But the next night, things escalated. Around 2:45 a.m., I woke up to the sound of the dresser drawer slowly opening, then closing. Again and again. The bed shook slightly. The mirror reflected movements I didn't make, and then the whispers grew louder, almost like someone speaking just behind my ear, but no words could be made out. I got up, shaking, and turned on the bedside lamp. Everything appeared normal, but the air felt heavier, thicker, as if the room itself was alive and breathing around me. I tried to leave, but the door wouldn't budge. The key wouldn't turn. The handle was locked from the inside. Panic set in. I pounded on the door, shouted, tried every trick I could think of. Nothing worked. And then I heard it. Footsteps. Slow, heavy, coming from the corner of the room near the window. A shadow crossed the floor. But when I turned toward it, nothing was there. The whispers grew into low guttural grammar murmurs. They circled me. The bed sheets twitched as if invisible hands were pulling them. I stumbled toward the dresser for support, the mirror again. This time the figure wasn't just a shadow. It was a person, standing there, watching. Its face obscured, but I could feel its gaze burning into me. Suddenly, the temperature dropped. My breath became visible. I tried to scream, but my voice was gone. And then the figure moved closer, gliding, not walking. I backed away, fell to the floor. The last thing I remember before blacking out was the whispering forming words I could just barely make out. "You shouldn't be here." I woke up hours later on the bed. Morning light spilled into the room. The door now opened easily. When I left, the receptionist didn't ask about my stay. She didn't even smile. She just said quietly, "Some rooms aren't meant for guests." I never returned to that hotel, and sometimes, late at night, when I close my eyes, I can still see the reflection in the mirror. Room 217. The shadow. Watching, waiting. Because some rooms are haunted, and some guests never truly leave.